Good morning, Flat Track Fever. Okay. Good morning, Flat Track Fever. We have Team Divergence versus Dark Sky Scarlets. For Team Divergence, we have 0, Robbins, 1171, Snuffy, 143, Pinball, 173, Dreadlight Stardust, Sarah Labadie, Easy Break Oven, Debato, Bad Habit Barbie, Perfect, Ham Weezer, Minicat Karach, Ragnarok, Petty Labadie, Petty Labelle, Willow Whips, Mary Chaos, Dodge Inya, Bonnie Riot, Grenade, Debbie Scary. Skating for high altitude roller derby, we have One Destruction, Sailor Doom, Meals on Wheels, Atomic, Papa Wheeler, Crawdaddy, Gin and Toxic, Eager Beaver, Needles and Threats, Kid Radical, Glitter Bomb, Pyr Squared, Novocaine, Dolly Don't Pardon, and Mow You Down. We're getting ready to start the game. We have Easy Break Oven on the jam line, on the Full Mobility Cairo jam line. If you need a back crack, come see me later. Lining up against Easy Break is number 24, Glitter Bomb. And we're about to get started. And here we go. Easy Break Oven gets out for a lead jam for Team Divergence. Glitter's fighting for that last pass, gets through. Easy takes a big tumble, calls it off for calls it off for 3 points. 3-0 for Team Divergence in the first jam. And we're back to get going. The timeout is over. Vizla's official timeout here. Teams are rolling back from the Bad Girlfriend Skate Shop pivot line. Team Divergent with lead jam again. Hard roller derby just got out too. Four points for Team Divergent. Calls off the jam. Dreadful Stardust with 4 more points for Team Divergent. Number 26 going to the Genuine penalty box. Dark City Scarlets with the first lead jam of the game for them. Followed hotly right behind them. (911) with a quick call off. Eager Beaver, eager to score some points, get some points, but gets 3 points. Not before Team Divergent also scored 2. Sarah Labadie fighting for that lead jam, gets out. Grenade with a good hit out there. Stop the jammer from getting out. Willow Whips with a huge offense to get Labadie out. Calls it off for 4-0. Team Divergence 13, Hard Roller Derby 3. Glitter Bomb with the lead jam for Altitude Roller Derby. Takes the inside line, takes a tumble. Let's see if she gets all 4 of her points. She does. 4 more points on the board for Altitude. Bring them up to 7. Looks like we got 2 blockers in the penalty box. Sponsored by Genuine. Calgary ref legend. Both jammers locked down in a battle. Easy break. Clearing the pack, is awarded lead jam. Looks like Easy's deciding to run it. Divergent running the jam. Kid Radical's battling through that pack, trying to score some points here. Easy with an awesome inside out, inside cut. Some great tripod work by both teams here. Making life difficult for both jammers. Difficult enough where they do a star pass. Easy calls off the jam. I haven't seen him at all yet.
Kiki, no, you haven't seen her?
No, not today.
Shit. We can't start track 2 without her.
Without a medic or what?
No, she's penalty lineup. Or like lineup tracker or something like that. She's on the NSO team.
Team Divergent 25, Dark Scarlets 11. Grateful with a nice one-hand move. Dreadful, stuck behind that tripod, decides to call it, still scores 3 points. Dreadful with that excellent one hand out to hold herself up. Both teams deciding to occupy the Bad Girlfriend Skate Shop pivot line. Looks like they're both going to battle for the front. Ragnarok out for Lee Jam. For Team Divergent, screaming into the pack here. Clear 4 points. They decide to run it. Ragnaroni with some nice toe stop work on the outside line here, scoring another 4 points. Decides to call it off for that 8-4. Team Divergent slowly increasing their point differential here, 36-15. Glitter Bomb versus Sarah Labadie on the jam line. Sarah out for Lee Jam. I can't keep track of which name Sarah's using. It is Sarah Citadel today. Willow-Whips denying that point. Bad Habit Barbie out for Lee Jam. Made some chaos in the front of that pack. Both teams decided to start with a backpack. Team Divergence still deciding to run the jammers. Playing the ratio game today. Bright and early on a Saturday morning in Calgary. Two, 3 on that last pass there. Oh, 3-1. 7 points Divergent, 5 points Hard Roller Derby. Easy exchanging pleasantries on the Full Mobility Cairo jam line. Nice outside pass for 911. Eager Beaver. Calling it off for a nice 4-0. Sorry, excuse me, 2-0. Trying to eat away at that point differential. Both teams battling it out. .173 tries to strike the outside line, takes a step outside, has to recycle all the way to the back. Crawdaddy, one more to beat. Lead jam for Altitude Roller Derby. Crawdaddy earning their points, gets recycled all the way to the back of the pack, has to battle all the way through this pack again, gets recycled again. Snuffy with the star pass. A resounding call it from the bench. Let's see if they got all their points. All that work for one solitary point for Altitude. I don't have my shit on me. It's in my bag. Like I have my scissors and oh, you have stuff? Oh. We'd have to do it at halftime. Ragnaroni for lead jam for Team Divergent. Jumping the track for a nice solid 4 points. Glitter Bomb finally out as well. Team Divergent deciding to call it off for an 8-0 jam. 15 minutes left in this first half. We have Team Divergent 55, Dark Sky Scarlets 25. Some Canadian on Canadian violence here. Willow Whips stopping hard from getting through for lead jam, but Sarah does get lead jam. Kid Radical coming out of the pack, trying to catch up to Sarah. Unfortunately, Sarah gets called on a cut track. Kid needs to battle through this pack now. Gets recycled all the way back. Hard letting their jammer battle it through. Team Divergence with some good defense and some good recycling. Trying for this penalty kill here. Kid is in the washing machine over here. Sarah gets released from the box here. Some good tripod work from both teams here. Sarah is out for 4 points. Excellent penalty kill. Altitude decides to pass the star. Sarah Labadie with the double cut track. Looks like we're going to have a penalty start. Power jam. Or for your old school folks, power jam. Altitude deciding to take a timeout. Strategize. Are you supposed to be on that other track? Okay, we'll see what happens with this strategizing from Hard Roller Derby. Deciding to occupy the full mobility power jam line. Ooh, good counter O there from Team Divergence. Absolute chaos in the straight here. Altitude deciding to hold back, let their jammer battle it through. Eager Beaver with the lead jam finally out. Sarah Labadie also out. Fighting for their initial pass. Eager Beaver on their scoring pass here. Eager Beaver calling it off. Let's see if they got all 4 points. 3 points. Some good defense from Team Divergence there to save their points. You would think a power jam start would be a big help, but sometimes not so much. Bad Habit Barbie out for lead jam for Team Divergent. Grenade doing some nice work at the front of the pack to keep Altitude back from getting out on their initial pass here. Bad Habit Barbie scoring 4 points for Team Divergent. Crawdaddy finally out of that pack. Bad Habit Barbie with a hop, skip, and a jump for 4 more points. Calls it off for an 8-0 jam. Team Divergent with a nice score. Glitter Bomb versus Easy Break Oven. Team Divergent decided to run back on that white jammer. Altitude fights through though. Glitter Bomb with that lead jam. Easy Break is hot on their heels though. Coming in with some speed, throws the hips around. Looks like we have a 3-2 jam in favor of Team Divergent. Easy Break with some good work. Dreadful creating some chaos at the front of the pack. Nice spin for lead jam. Excellent footwork there. Big contact from Snuffy there. Will get called on the back block. Stardust scoring 3 points on that jam. Got 2 in the box for Team Divergence here. Starting a little short, decided to take the front of the pack here. Both jammers out of the pack now. Eager Bieber calling for the pack to run it. Decides to call it off. Team Divergence 75, Altitude Roller Derby 37. Crawdaddy and Sarah Labadie both battling through this pack. Crawdaddy sneaks through on the inside line for a lead jam. Sarah decides to remove the cover and pass it to Grenade. Fun fact, Grenade is the team manager for our Team Canada roller derby. Now with the star on their head. Three more points for hard roller derby. Trying to eat back that point difference there. Glitter and Bad Habit Barbie on the jam line here. Glitter with the lead jam. Barbie not far behind. Both packs deciding to run it. A bit of bowling in the back here from Team Hard. Glitter with a bit of a battle there. Let's see if they got their points. They did indeed get 2 points. Snuffy with the star. Snuffy with lead jam. Snuffy also plays for the Cleveland Guardians, way down south. Coming in with speed and impact. 4 points with a nod of the head. Snuffy hits the pack, throws the hips in front, calls it off. Enough for 3 more points. Three minutes left in this first half. Jam 22. 22 is the best number ever. Hard to try to, nice sweep by 7-5-0. Jin and Toxic with that nice sweep from inside to outside to get 911 out of the pack. Eager Beaver, 2 points on the board for hard roller derby. Looks like we have an official review coming from Team Divergent. Might be looking for a skating out of bounds call here. Quick look at the penalty board here. It looks like Bonnie Riot from Team Divergence on 5 penalties here. Hard roller derby keeping a little bit more under wraps for penalties. Does not look like Divergence won that official review there. Regnaroni for Lee Jam for Team Divergence here. Star pass at the back of the pack for 3-1-4. Both teams deciding to run it. Couple stragglers in the back. Regnaroni with a nice move from inside, outside, inside, outside. Looks like they're deciding to run it. Trying to get some friends out of the box, most likely. Nice offense from Team Divergent on the inside line there to get them 4 more points. Bringing the point differential up to 90-51. Glitter through on the inside line. Nice ace from Hard Roller Derby. Sweet inside-outside move here from Glitter. It's a bit of authority in the jamming here. Nice hustle from Glitter there. Scoring 6 points for Hard Roller Derby. Only 33 points separate these teams. Looks like we're going to get one more jam. I stand corrected. And that is halftime. Go check out our friends at Nerd Roller Skates and Bad Girlfriend Skates for all your apparel and skate needs. If you're feeling a little sore from yesterday, come check out MyoLab. Reminder to go see Crafty over at the merchandise booth there. Get yourself a raffle ticket. We have a bunch of generous donations that are up for a raffle draw. Carriage House, Callaway Park, Fit Set Ninja, Notable, The Hangar. And 30 seconds to the second half of this game against Team Divergence versus Hard Roller Derby. Team Divergent with 90 points. Dark Scarlets with 57. One massive power jam that can all change here. Looks like we got one in the box for Hard. Starting one short. And here we go for the second half. both jammers out in a heat of a race. Let's see if both of these packs decide to run it. It looks like they do. Jammers call it off before anybody has any fun.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
Good to see you.
Good.
Morning. And back to Derby we go. Out for a lead jam. Dreadful Stardust. Followed shortly behind them by Eager Beaver. A little jammer on jammer violence here. Oh, wait, I can see.
What are you doing?
Just looking at what.
Do not play this.
Two points apiece for both jammers on that last jam. Sarah Labadie versus Crawdaddy for jammers here. Sarah got one left to beat. Earns a lead jam. Bit of carnage at the back of the pack here. Both jammers through for points. Sarah reminded me that this was her junior jersey. Why I was confused about her name. It's not Sarah Siddle anymore. Sarah Seidel, I should say. Both jammers hit the pack at speed there. Call it off. 0 for white there. The refs are talking about the points for that last one. Let's see if they award Sarah any more points here. Looks like we haven't needed an official timeout to discuss how many points Sarah Seidel did score there. I mean, Sarah Labadie. Jeff comes over to the Team Divergent bench there. Looks like they're sending Sarah for a penalty. Never a good vibe when the refs come and talk to you on the bench. We're going to have a power start for hard roller derby here. Let's see if Kid can get out here. Hard has been playing a bit passive on their offense on the power jams. deciding to hold back. Let Kid do the work here on that stair climber of the tripod. Hard decides to send one offense. See if it's enough to get the jammer out. Enough to earn a penalty against Willow Whips here. Sarah is out of the box, but so is Kid for the lead jam here. Sarah with a nice move to the inside, hop, skip, and a jump to the out. Kid hits the pack with speed, takes the outside line. Decides to call it for 4 points. Team Divergent with a nice power kill there again. Looks like Divergent also wants to spend some time in the penalty box there, starting with one blocker down. Eager Beaver and Bad Habit Barty both battling against tripods here. Some great offense from number 4 to get their jammer out. Papa Wheelie with that great offense to get that lead jam. Eager Beaver deciding to keep it safe. Hard roller derby, 4 on the last jam, 3 on this jam. They're slowly eating away against that point differential. Only 26 points separating these teams right now. Glitter Bomb and Easy Break on the full mobility Cairo jam line here. Hard deciding to take the backpack here. Also down with a blocker in the box. Excellent outside 180 flip for lead jam for Glitter Bomb. Easy's also out. Let's see if these packs decide to race it again. They like to keep it fast when they have both jammers out. They do indeed decide to keep it fast. Glitter getting a nice push from her friend, calling it off for what it looks like 1 point at each. All that work from both teams for just 1 point each. Star and Crawdaddy for jammers for both of these teams on this next jam here. Absolute power move here. Crawdaddy smashing their way through the pack. Star also deciding to create some chaos here. Passes the Star to Snuffy. Crawdaddy out for 4 points, decides to call it off. Timeout from Team Divergent here. Needing some time to discuss. Hard roller derby's been slowly eating away up against that point differential. 4 points, 3 points, 4 points, 3 points. Team Divergence is selling their merch on the side of the track here. If you want to rep the purple and look great doing it. Calgary Roller Derby's also repping the purple and for sale for some merch as well. Ragnarok versus Kid Radical on the jam line here. Both teams full, nobody with the penalty. Ragnaroni out for lead jam for Team Divergence here. Carrying some nice speed into the pack. Denied on the inside line, tries to take the out, also denied. Good recycling, takes it out on the inside line for 4 points. Unfortunately, Kid Radical getting a penalty here, gets sent to the box. Huge jam here for Team Divergence. Already racking up 12 points. Ragna with another 4. Might be the biggest jam of the second half. Nice hop, skip, and a jump for another 4, bringing their points up to 20. Team Divergent deciding to call that jam, seeing if they could freeze the jammer in the box. Unfortunately, they do not. Will not start with the power jam start. We have Eager Viewer versus Sarah Labadie. Eager's battling away at the front of the pack here. Beaver one left to beat, does beat them. Out for lead jam for hard roller derby. Looks like a forearm got called on somebody there. Somehow with the start pass there, earned a forearm. Another 4 points for hard. Trying to earn their way back after that power jam. .117 Team Divergent. Dark Side Scarlets 79. Still sitting about 30 points apart for both of these teams. That power jam really made a huge difference in this point differential. Glitter Bomb battling her way through, can't make it through, but Bad Habit Barbie indeed does for Lee Jam. Glitter taking a huge hit from 318. Oh my goodness. Nice tripod work from Altitude Roller Derby here. Bad Habit Barbie's pushing her way through this tripod. Taking one down. Oh no. Altitude with a jammer penalty here. Got called for something. Bad Habit Barbie collecting their breath again after battling that tripod. Telling all their friends to go in for offense here. Excellent offense from Team Divergent for another 4 points. Bodies flying everywhere at the front of the pack here. A little nod from Bad Habit Barbie saying that was good. Power Jams being the real story of the second half for Team Divergence. Huge jam from Bad Habit Barbie to earn 12 points in that last jam, maybe 16. Indeed, it was 16. 2 big power jams from Team Divergent. Take that point differential away from 30 all the way up to almost 60 here. High altitude roller derby deciding to have a timeout and a little chat. The wind has been taken out of their sails here with these power jams. Let's see if they can bring it back together. Reminder that later tonight we will have our shenanigans game. Full-on pool floaties and shenanigans. Easy break on the outside line there. Easy pointing to the box. Probably going to run in here after. Nice outside move for 4 points. Decides to call it off, actually. I thought they were going to run it. One in the box still for Team Divergent. One blocker in the box for each team here. 4 on 4 roller derby here. Halfway through the second half. Kid versus Star on this jam. Another purple blocker being sent to the box here. Star battling it out with this tripod. Crazy recycling here. One left to beat. Does indeed beat them. 4 lead jam for Team Divergent. High altitude roller derby trying the star pass. They did indeed get it on the second try here. Not before 4 points is scored by Team Divergent. Calling it off before any points scored. And the penalty box is finally cleared with cheers from Team Divergent. Huge shout out to our ref crews this weekend, especially today and tomorrow, reffing for both tracks here. Eager Beaver and Ragnaroni battling it out for this jam here. Ragnaroni gets recycled all the way to the back of the pack. This pack is spread out. No pack being called and destruction being called on number 4. Eager Beaver on a scoring pass now. One left to beat. Does beat them and calls it off for 4-0. Two blockers for Team Dark Sky Scarlets in the box, and one blocker as well for Team Divergent in the box. So we have a 2v3 blocker action going on. Sarah Labadie with a nice hop, skip, and a jump on the inside line. Apparently not good enough. Get called on a cut track again. Glitter out for Lee Jam. Calling for one offense here. Arizona deciding to play a little bit more defensive strategy as this jammer gets released from the box, but leaves their jammer high and dry, just like the Arizona desert. Glitter doesn't need any help there. Gets all around on the outside for 4 points. Team Divergence slowly making that point differential even bigger. We have Crawdaddy versus Bad Habit Barbie on the jam line here. A little bit of chaos on the straight here. Great defense from both teams here. Willow Whips with some crazy offense at the front here. I don't know if it's enough to get Bad Habit Barbie out just yet. Both jammers locked in the tripod. Crawdaddy, unfortunately, blocked with their head, gets sent to the penalty box. Bad Habit Barbie is out with lead jam and a power jam. Team Divergence trying to get a goat at the back here. Bad Habit Barbie decides to call it off, freezing Crawdaddy in the box and scoring 3 points here. Team Divergent hoping to keep Crawdaddy stuck in that box. Hoping to get them to spiral. We'll see if this lets them get lead jam, though. It is very hard to get lead jam off of a power jam start here. 26 with a nice inside hit on Easy. Easy says no problem. Both teams back at full strength here. Full battle. Nice outside move. Can't keep it in. Easy gets recycled. Easy tries to jump and gets hit by 750. Excellent defense here. Gin and Toxic again with an excellent hit there. Easy does get called on a cut track on the outside line there. Crawdaddy thought about taking the star off. The bench told them no. Crawdaddy in a fight for their life at the back of the pack here. Finally does get out, and for Lee Jam from the penalty box. Trying to catch their breath as they come back into the pack here. Easy takes the cover off and through for their initial pass here now. Puts the star back on. Crawdaddy calls it off. I'm not sure if they got any points on that one. They did, for all that work, did score 1 point. .144 versus 88. Team Divergence slowly increasing this point differential here. Seven points left in this second half. Bad habit, Barbie. Oh, sorry. That is Stardust out for Lee Jam. Stardust in the chaos. Not letting them set up that tripod up. Does a little hop, skip, and a jump backwards. Trying to get an angle on this tripod. Decides to call it off. Says, it's not worth it because I already got 3 points. We got a little bit of a Vancouver, Canada contingent on the blocker line right now. Grenade, Willow, and Easy representing Canada for Team Divergent. Trying to shut down Eager Beaver here. Ragnaroni does get Lee Jam. Not before Easy Break getting a back block penalty for a offense there. Oh my goodness, Ragnaroni just blew over that jammer, or that blocker. Ragnaroni decides to call the jam off, locked into that tripod. Did earn 2 points before they did. Team timeout from Team Divergent here, collecting their thoughts. .57 points separating these teams right now. Don't make me do math, everybody. Come check out our wacky inflatable shenanigans game later. It should be an absolute fun game. That is 7 o'clock on track one here. And we're back to action here. A little bit of track maintenance. A little bit of Easy still in the box. We got Glitter Bomb versus Sarah Labadie. Wow, Glitter. Nice hop, skip, and a jump on the inside line. Both jammers out now. The pack is screaming forward, doing a little bit of chaos here. Glitter throws their hips around on the outside line, trying to earn a couple points. They do indeed score 2 points. Nice move. Four minutes left in the second half here. 55 points now separating these teams. Got Crawdaddy and Bad Habit Barbie jamming for both teams here. Someone being sent to the box here. It looks like a Team Divergent blocker. Both jammers shut down within tripods here. The pack is kind of spreading out. Crawdaddy getting recycled. Finally out. 45 seconds into this jam, and Crawdaddy finally earns a lead jam. Someone get Team Divergence some change here for all the recycling they did on them. Crawdaddy with 3 points. $149 Team Divergent, 97 Dark Sky Scarlets. Traveling all the way from Arizona. Kid Radical versus Stardust for this jam. Stardust out with lead jam. Do I have an announcer friend now? Oh my goodness.
Announcer friends just start showing up, just like that.
Stardust battling for points through this pack here. Does indeed get through and call it. Ragnarok also scoring 4 points on that jam there.
You want the rosters?
For once in this game, we have a full 5-on-5. Eager Beaver and Ragnaroni both battling through the pack here. Ragnaroni with lead jam for Team Divergent. Followed not far behind by a star pass here.
Nice clean pass on the outside by Ragnarok.
Team Divergent decides to run it. Thinks they have the advantage here.
Dark Skies Jammers having a little bit of trouble getting through Team Divergent's defenses.
Nice one skate pass on the outside here from Ragnaroni. Definitely an outside-inside lane kind of jammer here.
Blocker support. Ragnaroni coming in. Ragnaroni really cuts through that Dark Sky defense, don't they?
Looks like Dodge Inya is having some trouble at the back of the pack here.
Getting low on the outside to go through. Ragnaroni.
Sorry, it's actually Pi R squared that took the pass and is battling through Team Divergent right now. getting a hug from the battle here. Looks like that is the game here. Unofficial score, Team Divergent 171, Dark Sky Scarlets 107. Thank you to all our volunteers, especially NSOs and skating officials this weekend. That is officially the final score. Team Divergent 171, Dark Sky Scarlets 107.